guys, so sorry I have you set up here on my dusty ass steering wheel, but I am on my way right now to get my blood work done. So we are running a little bit late. I'm supposed to be there like right now. It's 10:30. I'm gonna get there at like 10:35, and of course I hit both red lights. But yeah, so I am on my way to get my blood work done because I am getting a boob job, a breast augmentation, whatever you want to call it, March 25th. So instead of competing on March 26th, I'm getting a boob job March 25th. So I'm on my way now to get my blood work done. I'm hoping it'll be good enough to be cleared for surgery, given everything that I just, you know, went through with my prep and all that stuff. So I mean, relatively I'm pretty healthy, but also we have not been eating like super clean.
At the light, use the right lane to merge onto US 95 South.
So I'm like hella nervous that, you know, my little break from the intensity of what I was doing in prep is not gonna
turn right,
detriment my freaking blood work to where I can't get cleared to have surgery. But yeah, I'm super nervous for surgery. I've like never been under the knife my entire life ever. So it's really like, it's so scary. But yeah, I'm gonna like kind of do this video like a vlog style of my journey. I should have done the consultation, like filmed that, but basically what I did, like a boob job's a boob job, and yeah, like you're gonna get different results depending on your surgeon or whatever, but ultimately they're putting the same thing in you regardless of like what you pick and stuff. So I'm not really too particular about my surgeon. You know, they've all been, I'm in Vegas, so they do plenty of boob jobs here all the time. So basically such a cheap ass. I just googled cheap boob job near me and I found the cheapest Google ad, and I called them and sent in pictures, and that was my consultation. So basically it was like a virtual consultation. I haven't talked to the doctor, haven't talked to anybody except the team over the phone. I did have one other in-person consultation, but honestly, like, I didn't need to film it, you know. It was like, you know, what it's like to like wait in the lobby and then talk to a doctor for literally 3 seconds. So it's no big deal. I'm also getting some lipo underneath my chin because when I have all this extra skin here, it's so gross. It's like my biggest insecurity. It's always been my biggest insecurity. I've literally always had that extra chin. I don't know why. It's like something maybe about my face shape. It's just like this part here. It's just not as defined as I would like. So I'm getting some lipo under my chin as well. For everything, the boob job and the lipo under my chin is going to cost me $5,000. The other place is going to cost me $10,000. So I'm like, cool, yeah, half price.
Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 81 towards Summerlin and Rainbow.
Their Instagram and everything, and they mostly do a lot of Brazilian butt lifts. I didn't see a whole bunch of breast augmentation, but on their website, you know, their before and after pictures, everything looks really nice. And again, like, I'm not worried. I just want to go big and then go home. So like, it doesn't really matter to me, you know, where I get it done. I'm just not the specific.
Take the exit, then keep left onto Rainbow Boulevard.
Just because you pay less money doesn't always mean your quality is going to be less, you know. Oh my god, you guys, what an experience the blood draw was. It was a whole situation. So normally, like, I'm like the just whatever happens, like, it's gonna happen type of person, right? And so like, I don't like to like complain about things or like be that person or whatever, but this was just mind-blowing. So as you guys know, I was like running late, and then of course there was this massive accident. I hit literally every single red light. Needless to say, I was 15 minutes behind. I would have made it like literally right on time, but this fucking traffic accident. So I'm like, oh shit, well, okay. So I go to check in and they're like, you're more than 10 minutes late. And it's like a virtual check-in, like you can't talk to a person, probably because of this reason. So I'm like, oh no, because my impatient ass can't wait. So I was like, when is the soonest you could do the surgery? Like tomorrow? So basically, like I said, my surgery is on the 25th. So I was like, cool, schedule me, like book me in, because I already took that week off of work because that would have been my peak week for my show. So I was already like I'm prepared for this. Like I already have that week off, like let's do it. So I don't have a lot of time to do all my, like I didn't really think about all the pre-surgery stuff that I was gonna have to do. I'm very like, I'm not an impulsive person, but I definitely can be, if that makes sense. So like for instance, if they would have said they had an opening tomorrow, I totally would have gone and did my surgery tomorrow, because if it's something I want, like that's it, it's happening. So needless to say, I didn't really do my research into the like pre-surgery stuff, and I've never been through surgery before like myself, so I don't really know what it entails. And like my mom's surgery was very easy because she had all her doctors just do it all for her. Since this is cosmetic, I don't know if it's this like situation for every place, but because it's cosmetic, it's like my responsibility obviously to get all this stuff done. So they're like blood work, like pre-surgery screening, like all the things, and I was like, ooh, we gotta go like today. So needless to say, I fasted. I was like dead starving. I got there at like 10:45. My appointment was at 10:30 because I knew myself, and I was like, I'm gonna wake up early, but I don't want to wake up like super early, and 10:30 was like the earliest they could get me in. And usually I wake up at like 7 or 8 without an alarm, and I was like, I'm gonna be so hungry. So anyway, needless to say, I scheduled it for 10:30, was late, and then I was like, shit, like I need to get my blood work done today because I need to be cleared 2 weeks before surgery, and like I don't know how long the results are going to take to get back, probably a week, and by then it will be 2 weeks before I'm scheduled. And you have to pay a fee to like reschedule your surgery. My dumb ass should have thought about this. So anyway, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh no, like I need to get my blood work done like today. So I looked up another Quest, and of course the one right by my house, because I went to a different one for that specific time. The one right by my house had an opening in like an hour from where I was at. So I was like, cool. Booked that, came, and then I get there and I get back there and she's like, where's your paperwork? And I was like, here. And I showed her my phone and she's like, no, it has to be printed out. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have a printer. And she's like, well, there's UPS right around the corner. I was like, oh, fuck me. Now I'm going to have to reschedule because I didn't have my paperwork. But thankfully, she was so nice. And she's like, I'll hold your spot. Just go get it printed. And I was like, thank you. So thankfully I didn't have to wait any longer. I ran over there and then I tried to get it printed. Of course it came out blurry because it's like medical documents, so if you try to send that to someone else it comes out blurry. That was a whole situation for like, you know, privacy and confidential, so they had to figure that out. And so thankfully finally we got it done. I rushed back. I was like, I'm back, I'm here. She did it. $500 later, 5 tubes of blood later. And my vein, I don't even know if you can tell, probably not. I'm probably being like a giant ass baby about it, but it's like actually like swollen out. Like it's like, I hate this stuff, you guys. I'm like, I'm gonna get a whole surgery, like the biggest boobs possible. I can't even get my fucking blood done without being like, my vein. Oh, my bicep vein's coming out a little bit though. Maybe it's worth it. But anyway, so I get in there. She like sits me down to do the blood work. There's literally like this child like screaming her head off, crying, like having a whole fit. And I'm like, I feel you, girl. Like this shit sucks. So, and then next to me, somebody apparently was having an issue and they were like, we need water now. And I was like, oh my God, this is like an ER show. Like there's kids screaming, someone's dying, someone needs water, 911's on the way. Like I was like, and I'm just getting my blood work there going like, yeah, I'm just here for a boob job. Yeah, and then this other lady was like, I'm gonna take one more because that looks concerning. I'm like, not of me, but like the person next to me. I was like, oh my God, you guys, this is bad. So, needless to say, I really hope that my blood work comes back good because that was a fuck ton of money and I really don't want to have to pay another fuck ton of money to reschedule my surgery. Definitely should have thought about that. So if you're planning on getting one done, definitely think about the precautions beforehand because there's a lot that goes into it. The surgery is not the only cost. And if you do have to reschedule or whatever, just make sure you know the cost for that up front because just in case. So anyway, she said my blood work should come back in a week, and I really pray that it's good enough considering everything I just went through with prep and everything and how bad it was. I'm really, really hoping that it's okay and I get cleared for surgery. That's where I'm at right now. But yeah, so that was a whole experience. All right, you guys. So, boob job update. I had to get a second round of blood drawn because my liver enzymes, surprise, surprise, with my quitting prep video, whatever, came back elevated. So they did request that I redo my blood work. So I just did it yesterday. We were cutting it close between the 2-week mark. Like, I kid you not, that was the most stressful thing in my life. I was like so stressed that I wasn't gonna make it within like the 2-week grace period, because I was like, the blood work is gonna take this long to come back, and like da 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 da. And I was like, oh my god, if I have to retake it or they don't clear me, like it's gonna be such an issue because I'm gonna have to pay to reschedule, yada yada. So just bear in mind when you guys are like scheduling your appointments, please like think in advance all the stuff that you're gonna have to do and plan ahead, just in case something, you know, comes back where you have to retake it. Because I didn't even think that, you know, I didn't even really think about this, and I should have, because obviously I would have known, okay, this is gonna come back a little elevated right now, let me schedule my surgery a little bit later so that I have plenty of time to get my blood work done, and if there's errors, fix it before running into this like time crush, because you don't know how long the labs are gonna take to test things and send results out, and how long their labs are gonna take to review them, and whatever the case may be, and you have to do your blood work fasted, and so you have to keep that in mind and work around your schedule and book appointments and the whole thing. So give yourself plenty enough time so that you don't compact it and rush it like I did. Somehow we managed to get it done, but yeah, that would just be my pro tip of, I am not actually a pro at this, but that would just be my little tip. My primary care doctor was the nicest ever. I like literally haven't been to a doctor in so long, besides to just get like routine blood work or whatever. So I never met him before, and he was so nice, like literally was cracking jokes with me, was like super sweet, just actually kind and caring, and talked to me, wasn't just like in and out in 2 seconds, like actually took the time to take some questions to get to know me as just like a person, not just like medical questions. He was super nice, cracked jokes, super funny, made me feel super comfortable, cleared me for surgery. Yeah, so then the labs of the company that I'm doing my breast augmentation with, one requested I redo those certain parts of my other blood work, not my primary care. So my primary care looked at it, he cleared it, but then they wanted me to go redo some blood work. So I went and did that, and had the nicest lady again do my blood draw yesterday. It was just so nice. Waited all day, fasted all day during work, and then went after work so I could get it done as soon as possible, because it's 2 weeks as of today. So I got the email saying that I'm cleared. Yay! I don't know if they've actually like viewed my blood work that I just did yesterday, or they're just sending out my like 2-week notice, or if I'm actually like they viewed it and so I'm actually cleared, and it just so happens that it's the 2 weeks. Like, I don't really know the situation, but as far as I'm like concerned and aware, I am cleared for surgery. So my surgery is in 2 weeks, you guys. 2 weeks, and yeah. So I adopted a dog. I kind of want to say fostering right now, because obviously you have to go through a whole process to make sure it works. My biggest concern right now is he has some bad separation anxiety, and he howls. I'm talking howls at the top of his lungs. I can hear him 3 buildings down from my building, howls. So loud, and that's not okay. Like, you cannot have a big dog like that that's not trained. So I am getting him some obedience training. He's gonna go through his school. That's one of my biggest concerns, is separation anxiety, because when I'm gone out of the house, he cannot be like screeching like that, you know. And then also obviously my ferrets, they were at the house first, so they have, you know, first priority, and they are my baby angels, and I love them more than anything in the world. But he does have shepherd in him, and like, you know, he just lunges for them every time he sees them. So right now I have a basket muzzle that I kind of keep when I have my ferrets out, because usually they're free roam, but I've been putting them in their crate right now just while he's there, just for everyone's safety, just while he's adapting and adjusting. And yeah, he just lunges towards them. So I have a basket muzzle, which still allows them to pant and drink water and eat and everything through it. It's just if he were to hit my ferret or like try and go for my ferret, there wouldn't be a bite down. Like it would just be like a tap, you know, because the muzzle would prevent him from biting down and chomping down on my ferrets, because one chomp and they're dead, you know. So I don't want to take that chance right now. And he's fine. Like, he doesn't seem to mind it. He just, you know, does his thing. So he's super, super sweet, you guys. Like, super sweet. He does have some aggression towards males. I think he barks really aggressively. Like, it was in my car when I went through the drive-thru at Starbucks, and the guy handing me my coffee was a male, and he was just aggressively barking. And like, honestly, if I was that guy, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, why did you bring your dog that's gonna act like that? Like, why would you even do that? So like, we got to get that trained out of him, because I just don't want to be that person that has that dog, you know. So I don't know if he, you know, you never know his past, and whether you adopt a dog, buy a puppy, like, not that I'm advocating for that, obviously, being vegan, but like, you never know how they're going to turn out. Like, before we went vegan and before we even knew about puppy mills, my Papillon, Kylie, she was a purebred puppy, and she's a nervous wreck, and nothing's ever happened to her, and she'll still hide under the bed to this day. So, you know, you never know what you're going to get regardless of how you get them. But he obviously has had some kind of past. He's so sweet though, and he doesn't like duck down like he's been hit or anything. He knows basic commands, but he just gets excited, and he just, you know, he's so full of energy. He just needs extra assistance. But he loves his toys. So I was at freaking Walgreens, and I saw this bear, and it was $20, you guys. $20 for this stuffed bear, which, I mean, it's a very nice little softy bear. And of course, I'm already that dog mom. I bought it for him. He's only got already like 500 toys at home, but he loves toys, and I feel like they're really gonna help him just feel secure. And he like plays with them, but he doesn't like tear them up. So that's super nice. Like, he appreciates his toys. So I got him the bear. I just wanted to pop in and show you guys. But yeah, so that's the update. And then I haven't met my surgeon. I haven't been to the place yet where I'm getting my augmentation done. So I go the day before surgery. I try on the bras, even though I'm gonna walk in there and be like, make me a porn star. Like, give me the biggest tits you got. So I'm not really like interested in like trying on a whole bunch of sizes. Like, I just want to go big or go home, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through the surgery, just give me some big tits. So that's gonna be an easy decision. But I haven't like met my surgeon. I haven't talked to my surgeon. This has all been done like outside on my own time, doing everything I can. Then I meet with him the day before surgery. We go over everything, boom bam, done, into surgery the next day. So yeah, that's kind of the update, because, you know, some people share their journeys and they go with, you know, consultations and all that with their doctors. I didn't do any of that. It's all been over the phone. And yeah, and then I meet him the day before surgery. So it is what it is, you guys. Honestly, it's not like a big concern of mine, but I just thought I'd mention that just in case, you know, because I'm going through Mia Aesthetics. Not sure if that was put out there, but I'm going through Mia Aesthetics with Dr. CHUA. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I should know, but yeah. Yeah, so that's the update, you guys. Also, real quick, it's my best friend's birthday on the 28th, so that'll be like literally 3 days after my surgery, so I won't be able to go out and celebrate or anything. So we're celebrating tonight, hence the balloons in my car, and I've got all these goodies for him, my bestest friend in the whole wide world. But anyway, I'm gonna get home and get, you know, my doggo ready for his consultation with his trainers, and then I'm gonna pack up my best friend's birthday surprise, and we're gonna go to dinner. So maybe I'll vlog it. We're just going to Yard House, nothing too fancy, but today is like my day where I have to stop drinking at midnight. Drinking, no vitamin C, no, what else? No multivitamin. And there's like a whole list of things that I'm not supposed to do today, like at midnight. Today marks my day. So, of like 2 weeks before, you know, 2 weeks, I can't do any of this before. And they test you for drugs, and they test you for, there's one other thing that they test you for, and if you pop for it, you have to pay like $1,500 fine on top of the $500 fine to reschedule your surgery. Freaking insane. they will not find any of that in my system. We don't do party drugs in this household. But we don't do any drugs besides the bodybuilding kind. Used to anyway. But yeah, so that's about it as far as what I can't have. And so yeah, we're just gonna go to dinner tonight, maybe have a drink or two. And I don't drink anyways. My doctor, my primary care, was so funny. He's like, do you smoke marijuana? I'm like, no. He's like, do you smoke nicotine? I'm like, no. He's like, do you do tobacco? I'm like, no. He's like, do you drink alcohol? I'm like, no. He's like, you don't have any fun? Like, what doctor says that? Like, how great. But yeah, so I am probably gonna have like a drink or two tonight at dinner and just cap it off. Cheers, we're getting surgery, it's his birthday. And yeah, so I just wanted to add that in there because, you know, there's certain things that I didn't even know you couldn't have, like a multivitamin and vitamin C. Think you'd take that extra leading up to surgery to prevent like getting sick and, you know, making sure your body is fully vitamined. But guess that's not the case, so wanted to fill you in on that. Please excuse how literal off I look. I just got out of surgery. I got my chin lipoed and I got my boobies done. 560 cc's. You know, it's kind of hard to tell the actual results. But like I can't really move right now, so that's as good as it's gonna get right now until I can show you the rest. I'm so excited. They look so good from what I can tell. I haven't even seen them in the mirror yet. I've only seen them like in my phone camera. But I like excuse me. I woke up and they were like, how are you doing? Are you okay? And I'm like, do they look good? That's all I care about. That's so funny. That's so me. We are looking really cute. I got lipo under my chin and I got 560 implants. And I literally just got out of surgery like maybe an hour ago now. And the nurses were so nice. The doctor was so nice. Everyone there was so nice. I walked into the surgery room and they had some like bass busting music going on. It was like fun, you know, it was like exciting. It was like amped up. So it made the experience all the better. And the anesthesiologist was super nice and super comforting. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm a bit sore just on my chest. I don't really feel anything under my chin, but that could happen later. And Mama came to pick me up and drop me off. They said I couldn't go in with nails, but I did anyway, and they didn't even cut them, which made my life, because, you know, it's expensive to get your nails did. My whole surgery took like an hour. I got there at like 6 a.m. and I left at like 9:30, and then, you know, we did all my pre-op and everything beforehand. He said the biggest he would recommend me going is 580, so I went with 560, and I hope that, because I was literally laying down on the table, and as they're putting me to sleep, I'm like, I should have gone 580, but we were already in it at that point, so I think these will be plenty enough. And yeah, I'm excited. We are getting a smoothie now, and then I'm gonna go pick up my pain meds and go back home and probably go to bed, watch a movie, maybe put on Hocus Pocus or something lightheartedly spooky. And yeah, I'm so excited, you guys. So it is recovery day 2. I know this thing looks so cute. Oy, I can already see a difference in my chin, even though it's still super swollen. And I am cuddling with this doggo here. We are having a cuddle session. He has allergies, so he's itching his life away. But actually, I don't feel too bad today. I went out and ran some errands this morning. I just went grocery shopping with my mom. And yeah, I think that's about it. But I felt, I have my post-op checkup this morning at 8:30, and everything is looking good. And I can shower today and everything. So yeah, it's like literally an easy recovery. And I feel fine. I'm just a little sore and tired, but Nothing that's like too crazy or extreme that I was kind of expecting. So it's been so nice. I got 560 cc's in there, and I do kind of wish I went a little bigger. He didn't recommend that I go bigger than 580 just because of the width of my chest. It would have been popping into my armpit. So I went with 560. They're still big, and they're like bigger than a double D. But I do still wish I went bigger, but that's just me loving my extreme look. Yeah, you guys, that's about it for day 2. Nothing too exciting to update you guys on. It's been really easy. He went above my muscle because I work out so much, and I told him, that how active I am and how much chest exercise I do. So he went above my muscle, so it's really not even sore. If it was under my muscle, I think I'd be in pretty bad pain right now. But I haven't even had to take my pain medication today or anything. So it's been really easy, and I can move my upper body and stuff. Just obviously when I stand up, it does feel a little heavy and tight in my chest. But I'm excited to see the final result. I love them. Like I said, I wish I'd gotten maybe a little bit bigger, but that's okay. There's always later in life that we can do that, and I think they do fit my body shape really well. So I'm excited. Good morning, you guys. It is recovery day 3. And I'm still in bed. I took my chin strap off just so you could see. Obviously, it's still super swollen there. And like on this side, it's still super swollen. And you can see where they went in to get all that out. It's like numb. Like I can feel my finger tapping it, but it's very like numb. So it's not in pain or anything. So that's good. My boobs too, they feel numb. Not my nipples. Like I still feel the sensation on my nipples, but like my boobs feel like numb. My ferret is up there being so naughty. What are you getting into, Winnie? What? I don't really feel like I need to be in bed. Like I don't feel that bad. But like yesterday, I did. Yesterday I slept like the whole day. I think because the day before I pushed it and I went out and did errands and went grocery shopping and stuff. And so yesterday I was conked out in bed all day. But like today I'm feeling okay. Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, cutie. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, I love you. Yeah, so I don't feel like I need to be in bed, like, constantly. I feel able to move. I'm able to get up and stuff like that on my own. I'm able to, like, use the restroom and stuff on my own as well. You're so cute. But, yeah, so I'm just taking it easy today, trying to remain in bed and not do a million things and overwork myself because I feel very lazy, like staying in bed all day yesterday. And I feel like, again, like the same kind of like, oh, if I stay in bed all day today, I'm going to have like a very lazy day. And like, I'm just used to going to the gym and I'm used to doing like 50,000 things in one day. Like if I don't overwhelm myself, like I don't know how to function, which is also super bad. So it's really hard for me to like sit here and stay in bed all day and like feel okay about it, even though I'm recovering. There's also like this little bit of my mind that's like, well, this was a surgery that you chose. This was like a cosmetic surgery. This wasn't like a medical surgery. So, like, it's almost like you don't deserve to stay in bed all day because, like, I don't know, you, like, chose to do this. It's so silly. But yeah, a lot of that is in my head. But I'm just spending some time with my ferrets because they've been locked in my room and in their cage while I've had this new pup. Yeah, while I've had Mikey out there, because I don't want to keep the muzzle on him 24/7, and I also don't want to keep the ferrets locked in here 24/7 because really, ideally, a whole entire bedroom is plenty enough for them, but they're just spoiled and they're used to having the whole house to themselves, and doing whatever the hell they want. So, yeah, I'm definitely that pet mama. But yeah, so I've just been kind of doing like a good balance of Mikey's muzzle and keeping the ferrets in here. While I've been recovering, I've just kept the ferrets in here because I don't have like the strength to pull him. I mean, I could, but I don't want to hurt anything or pop anything, unnecessarily. So I've just been keeping them separate, and my ferrets can run. They have plenty of room to play in the bedroom, and he doesn't bother it. Like, he doesn't scratch at the door or anything. He knows they're in here, but he only like goes for them if like he sees them out and about. So yeah, they've been pretty easy to separate, but I do still feel bad for my ferrets, like not getting their usual social interaction, being able to do what they want. And you know, I feel bad for him too, because I haven't been able to like train him properly yet, because I was going to train him and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait till after surgery, because I don't know, he really needs a lot of one-on-one work and a lot of one-on-one attention, and I really want to be able to give that to him. And it's not fair if I'm like recovering and not training him properly. And so basically I'm going with sit means sit dog training. And we had a really good consultation and everything, but he goes there 1 day a week for 6 weeks, works with one-on-one on the trainer the entire day. Like, it's not doggy daycare, it is legit 6-hour day of school. And then he comes home and I work with him for the week on that. I think honestly, like, if I train him like 3 weeks after my surgery, he'll be good to go, because they learn all the things. They learn door boundaries and leash boundaries and place and, you know, all this good stuff that I'm going to have to work with him on, because he's a big dog that he wants to listen, but he's just so excited and he's very stubborn. He's freaking stubborn. And, like, I love Harley Quinn so much, and the more I see him, the more he reminds me of her hyena, Bruce. So I'm kind of sad I didn't name him Bruce. So that's his middle name. It's Mikey Myers, but it's Mikey Brucey Myers. He's got to have some Harley Quinn in him, like Mom. But, yeah, so I'm excited to get him trained. I'm excited to get healed up. But, yeah, I've just been resting. I noticed they've gone down quite a bit already today. But my chin is just still swollen, and my throat hurts so bad. Like, of everything, my throat is just like in so much pain. It's so hard to swallow, it's so hard to eat, and they do put like a tube. You do get incubated during your surgery, so I don't know, it's something to do with that, but like, fuck, it's so sore. It sucks. It's like, ugh. So, yeah, even drinking water, it hurts really bad. It feels like you have, like, strep throat or something. Like, it's super sore, and then it sucks because it's not like you can take medicine to help it, because that's not what's causing it. It's just irritated, and I feel like I have something that I need to, like, cough up, but it's just the hole from where they put the tube, but it feels like I can feel where they put it, and I want to, like, get it out. It's so bad. So if everything, that's like literally the worst part. That, and then obviously the jaw swelling, because I went in to get this removed and now it's all swollen and it looks 10 times worse, and I can't wash my hair, and I'm not gonna worry about, hi boo boo, I'm gonna worry about makeup and stuff while I'm just laying in bed. And again, it's really hard for me to not get up and be productive and, you know, do my makeup and do my hair. It's hard for me not to look like this for an entire day. It's just really hard for me to like not do myself up and do all the things that I need to do, even if it's just cleaning the house. And like I said, like, people have been like just so nice, like asking me what I need and if I'm okay, and, you know, recover well and all this stuff. And it's just like not something I was expecting. Like, you know, again, because there's this stigma of, well, it's plastic surgery, not medical surgery. I chose to do this. Yet people are still being so kind and, like, asking me if I need things. And I'm, like, very much like, well, it's cosmetic surgery. Like, I don't deserve that, you know, because I chose to do this. So I'll just do it myself if I need something. And it's, like, ridiculous. It's a ridiculous stigma that I have in my head. People have literally been, like, the sweetest ever. And it's just so... it's so nice. Like, I just wasn't expecting that amount of care. And, I don't know why, but even just the people that I don't even really know, just, like, people from the gym or guys from, like, a dating app that I've literally never even met. Just so kind. Oh, wow, I'm so sorry. Like, you know, if you need anything, like, just let me know. I'd be happy to bring something by. Like, that's just so kind. You don't run across people like that anymore. And it's just so nice, because, like, it's a boob job. Like, I did it. I chose to do it, you know, but it's super sweet. And I really appreciate everyone's kindness. But yeah, so that is day 3 update. I would have literally got my surgery today, but now I've had 3 extra days of recovery in this cute bra. I have to put my neck brace back on too. I just wanted to show you guys, like, the swelling and stuff while I don't have it on. as much as I hate wearing it because I look like a freaking giraffe. It's like stupidest thing. But I as much as I wish I would have gone like a little bit bigger in size, this will be good because later in life, if I want to go bigger, my skin will be stretched out more. So it'll be less pain like the second time I go through it. But also, like, because my body will be adjusted to the weight and stuff of them. But also, I think, like, honestly, and this is like no offense, like, if you want to do this, you do you. But it's like those really skinny girls that get butt jobs and then their legs are like poles and they've got this giant ass but no legs to match and no like rest of their physique to match. So to me it just looks a bit silly and out of place and almost looks like just not my favorite in my personal opinion. So as much as I wish that I would have gotten like monster boobs out to here, I feel like these like match the rest of my body really well and like they still stick out enough. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell in this, like, bra. But they still stick out enough, and they match my butt. So, because I have, like, a big butt. I've always had just, like, booty. And then when I started working out and bulking and everything, it just, it just grew. And so, like, my chest matches my butt. Because I think if I would have gone bigger, then my chest would be out here. And I would look like I have a smaller rear end. So it would look like funny because my chest would be out and then my butt would be smaller. Almost like those girls you see that get the big fake butt job, but then they have the little itty bitty legs and the tiny upper body. And then there's just this big thing sticking out of their body. So as much as I wish I went bigger, like these definitely do like match my body really nice. And they do blend in with the rest of my curves very evenly. So it's not like one overpowers the other. They're both equally bigger. And it's just like, it's nice to have that symmetry. Because as a bodybuilder, that's kind of a big thing with my aesthetic is being symmetrical. So that is important, and I'm happy that I did, go with a smaller size as much as I would like to go big. And who knows, later in life, I may go bigger, but, that's if I decide or even need to get them redone or whatever the case may be. But, yeah, so I just wanted to throw that in there, and, yeah, so that's the day 3 update. Sorry, it's been nothing too exciting but sitting in bed, and I wasn't able to film any of my surgery stuff. I kind of was super nervous, and there wasn't like any filming really allowed. A very small room. There was like a heater. There was like my surgery like gown and stuff set up. Obviously, I was naked. And, like, the people were just trying to get in and get their job done. And, like, even during the consultation, like, I think it was 3 minutes. He's like, cool, this is your chest size. Let me mark you up. What size do you want? I said, make me a porn star. He said, cool, we can do that. But I don't think you should go higher than this size because of how the width of your chest, it's going to be, like, in your armpit. And I was like, okay, cool, let's go with this size. And that was the end of that. And then they put the IV in my hand, which was the worst part, like, oh my god. Like, oh my god, that was so bad. I literally couldn't wait for them to put me under just so I could stop thinking about the stupid needle in my hand vein. Like, I wanted to scream. That was the worst part of the whole entire thing. Hated it. So, yeah, I was like, just put me out. Please just put me out now because I don't want to see that. I don't want to think about it. Like, so, yeah. Everything was very fast-paced. Boom, boom, boom. These are your post-op instructions. Do you have any questions? And, like, literally, like, it was very fast-paced. It was very, like, they were in there for business. So, although we couldn't film, if I had asked, maybe they would have let me. I just didn't really feel comfortable filming. I kind of just wanted to focus on, like, my day and, like, getting everything, getting everything done with my full attention. Because if I'm focused on filming and whatnot, like, it would have taken away some of my attention. And I just wanted to make sure that I was, like, in there for the right reasons, and I can, like, explain everything after the fact, right? So, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get much video, you guys, besides literally me in bed, but, yeah, that's the whole reason behind that. Anyways, you guys, that is day 3 of post-surgery and my whole experience so far. I think I'm gonna end the video here and, like, maybe, because honestly, I'm just gonna probably be in bed, like, the rest of the day, watching true crime and paranormal investigations with my ferrets and Mikey Bruce Myers. But yeah, I just wanted to like, you know, do like a little bit of a collage of my whole experience between my blood work and my pre and post surgery, even though it wasn't anything too exciting and crazy. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to leave them like in the comments. Obviously, this is a very vulnerable video. You're seeing me in my worst state, like, you know, without any makeup, without anything done, without like, you know, just like literally out of surgery. So please be kind. It's hard to expose yourself like this, especially because I'm used to being so done up just like pretty much all the time. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I will do like maybe a weekly update or a monthly update here in a little bit, just so you can kind of see once they drop a little. It takes like 6 weeks for them to start dropping, and like they could drop at different paces and everything. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I just wanted to, you know, kind of vlog and share a little bit about my experience and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the process as I was going through it. But yeah, so I know it's super detailed, or, you know, it's kind of all over the place because I was rushing and didn't give myself enough time. But if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will do an update video very soon, and I will go ahead and leave some before and after photos at the end of this video. You guys can see, I don't have too many before and afters of my chin. Just again, that was like a really big insecurity of mine, so I wasn't about like taking a whole bunch of before photos of that. It just wasn't cute, and it's something that's just always been there. Even when I was like super lean and in prep, like I still had this extra skin here. And so yeah, even the doctor was like, okay, go ahead and make a double chin for my before photos. And he literally saw the look on my face. He was like, I know, but this is why we're doing it. And I'm like, don't look. So, yeah, I don't have many before and after photos of that, but, you know, later, once the swelling goes down, because this is so swollen, like, I feel all the water and stuff right here, I will definitely be throwing in some photos, like, the best that I can before and afters of those. And, but yeah, I will do some before and afters of my chest and my breast augmentation. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and for your support on this journey of mine. And like I said, any questions, comments, whatever, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and we can chat it up about boob jobs. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Stay vegan strong.